done, when the war is out to run, there will be air.
The seventh son.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There. Speak with Macbeth.
I come right now, then.
Let it go.
I'm not.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his plight, of the revolt, the new estate.
Well, this is the sergeant, who, like a good and brave man, fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Tell the king of the knowledge of the world as you left him.
Doubtful is still. Merciless put down from the Western Isle, with men and mercenaries in supply. But all too weak for brave Macbeth. Well, he deserved that name. Granted in person with his brandished steel. Then he unseen them from the knaves and the chaps. And then he set his head upon our battlement.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentlemen.
More? King of Scotland more. No sooner justice had valid on and compelled these skipping hobbits to turn their heel. But the Norwegian lords of vain advantage with furbished arms and a new supply of men began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
As sparrow eagles in the hair of lions they were. As cannons, overcharged with double cracks. They double, redouble, strokes upon thy foe. But I am faint in my gashes they cries for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go, get him surgeons.
Your honor.
Who comes here?
Ah, the worthy Thane of Ross.
God save the king.
Whence,
What an ex-Booker was that? Surely he didn't come to speak things straight.
whence camest thou, worthy they?
Came to let you know that we went through a hard battle, and the battle fell upon Macbeth, and Banquo wanted to do arm in arm.
Great happiness. No more that Thane of Caldor should deceive our dear centuries. Go, pronounce his present death, and with his formal title, greet Macbeth. When he had lost, noble Macbeth had won.
Where hast thou been, spirit?
Give me a smile.
Spirit, where is thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap. And munched, and munched, and munched. Give me, quoth I. Anoint me, whence the rump thing running cries. Her husband to Aleppo gone, master of the tiger. But in a sieve I'll thither sail, and like a rat without a tail, two, and now two, and now two.
give thee wind.
Oh, thou art
And
God.
I another.
Whoa, and I myself have all the other. Look what I have.
Show me, show me.
A drum.
Here I have a pilot's thumb. Wrecked as homeward he did come.
A drum. A drum. Macbeth doth come.
The weird spirits hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus to go about. Christ is thine, Christ is mine, Christ again to make up nine. Peace, arms wound up.
So foul the day I have not seen. What are these so withered in their wild attire? That look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you? Or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me.
Speak, if you dare. What are you?
Oh, hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis!
Oh, and Macbeth. Vain God.
Ah, hell, Macbeth, who shall be king hereafter.
Good sir, what do you start? And seem to fear things so great and so fair. In the name of truth, are you fantastical? Or that indeed which outwardly you speak, you show my noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble habit of royal hope. To me you speak not. Speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail!
Hail,
Hell.
Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
not so happy, but yet much happier.
Thou shalt get king, though thou be one. So hail, Macbeth and Banquo.
Oh, Banquo and Macbeth. Oh, hail.
Stay! You imperfect speakers, tell me more. By my inheritance, I know I'm Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, nor more than of coward. Say whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why, upon this blackest heath, you stalk our way and speak such prophetic greetings. Speak! I charge you!
The earth has bubbles as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air. What did I say?
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten of the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
Thine of Cawdor too, was it not so?
To the self-same tune is true. Who's here?
King, I happily received the news of my success with Macbeth.
We are sent to give thanks to your royal highness. Thanks.
What? Can the devil speak true?
Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who has thine lived yet, but under heavy judgment bear the life which he deserves to lose?
Glamis and Thane of Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do not your children shall be kings? When those that gave of Thane of Cawdor to me promised?
'Tis strange, and oftentimes to win us to our harm. The instruments of darkness tells us truth. Win us with the honest trifles, to betray us in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told. As happy prologue to the swelling act of the imperial Thane, I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion whose horrible image thus unfix my head? And make me seated hard, knock at my ribs, my thoughts, whose murder yet is but fantastical. Shake soul, my single state of man, that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is what it is not.
Look how our partner's wrapped.
The chance we have. With King Y, thou my stir.
New honors come upon him, like strange garments. Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
No. Kind gentlemen, lead us towards our king. Our heart is free, each to each other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come.
Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, I have spoke with one who said he saw him die, who reported that frankly he confessed his treasons.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now was heavy on me. Thou art so far before that swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Would thou hast less deserved that the proportion, both of thanks and payment, might have been mine?
The services and loyalty I owe,
Oh,
in
yeah.
doing so, pays for itself.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will labor to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, that has no less deserved, nor must be known no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is all yours.
Sons, kingsmen, thanes, and you whose places are the nearest, know that we will establish our estate upon our eldest son, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland. Woo! Which honor must not unaccompany invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deservers, from hence to inverdness, and bind us further to you.
I'll be myself in the harbinger and make joyful the hearings of my wife with your approach. So humble, take my leave.
My worthy Caldor,
The Prince of Cumberland, that is a step of which I must fall down, else oh leap. For in my way it lies, stars hide your fires. Let night light see my dark desires.
a true worthy Banquo, he is full, so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Let's after him, whose care has gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kingsman.
They met me in the day of success and have in them more than mortal knowledge. Whiles I stood wrapped in the wonder, I became mistress of the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title these weird spirits saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with hail king that shalt be. Glamis thou art, in Cawdor, and all that shalt be promised. Yet I do fear thy nature is to fill the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it.
So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who's almost dead for bread, has scarcely more than will make up his message.
Give him tending, he brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits, and fill me from the crown to the top toe full of direst cruelty. Stop up my blood. Stop any access and passage to remorse, that no fell visitings of nature shall stop my fell purpose. Great Glamis, word encounter, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me from this ignorant presence, and I feel the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
The service and the loyalty I owe depends on who I pay. Tomorrow, yet he proposes.
Never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my Thane, is a book where men may read strange matters. To look like the time, beguile the time. Bear welcome in your hand, your eye, your tongue. Look the innocent flower, but be the serpents under it.
We will speak no further.
Oh, only look up clear. To alter favor, avarice, to fear, leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant air, and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
The air is delicate tonight.
Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants ever.
Give me your hand, conduct me to my post. We love him highly, and should continue our graces for him.
If it were done when this is done, then 'twere well. It were done quickly that, but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But in this case, we would have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice command the ingredients of our poisonous chalice to our own lip. Here's in double trust. First, as I am a kingsman and his subject, and then as his host. Who should against his murderer shut the door and not bear the knife myself? I have no spur to pick the sides of my intent, but only bolting ambitions which leaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He has almost slept. Why have you left the chamber?
Has he asked?
No, you not, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business.
Art thou afeared to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which knowest as the esteem of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that many may become of man, who knows more than me.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to be more than that could do so much more than man.
But if we fail?
We fail! But screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains will I, with wine and wassail, so convinced that in a swinish sleep they'll lie as in a death. What cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt?
Would it not be received when we have marked with the blood these sleepy two of their chamber and used their very daggers, that they have done it?
Who would receive it other?
I am settled and bent up each corporation to this terrible feat away and mock the time with fair show. false face must hide what the false heart doesn't know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is out. I have not heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
I take it this later, sir.
Hold, take my sword. A heavy summons lies upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restraining me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to repose. Give me your sword. Who goes there?
A friend, my friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest. The king's abed. He has been an unusual pleasure. I dreamed last night of the three weird spirits. To you they have shown some truth.
I think not of them. Yet when we can entrench an hour to serve, we will spend it on some words upon that business.
At your kindest leisure.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The light to you.
Go bid thy mistress when my drink is ready. She strike upon the bell. Go thee bid. It is this dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand. Come, let me clench thee.
What hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Oh, heart peace. It is the owl that shrieked. He is about it. The door is open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. Alas, I am afraid they have awaked without it being done. I've laid the daggers ready. Could not have missed them.
Who's there? What? Oh!
Had he not resembled my father, I would have done it myself. Oh, my husband.
I have done the deed. This is not hear the noise.
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cried and not to speak.
When?
Now.
As I descended,
Aye.
there's a sorry sight.
A foolish thing to say, a sorry sight.
There's one that did laugh in his sleep and one cried murder.
What do you mean?
Thought I heard the very voice sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the round the red sleeve of care. The devil these days life, sore labor's balm of minds, great nature's second court, chief nurse of life's peace.
What do you mean?
Clowns have murdered, sleeping therefore counter, shall sleep no more, Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? My worthy thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly on things. Go get some water and wash your hands of this filthy witness. Why did you bring the dagger from the place? Go carry them and smear their faces with blood.
I go no more. I am afraid to think of what I have done. Look it again, I dare not.
Give me the dagger. If you do bleed, I'll blend their faces with blood, for it must seem their guilt.
When's that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are here? I pluck my eyeballs out. Will all great nephews also wash this blood clean from my hand? No, this hand would rather multitude and sea of incarnate, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, yet I do shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. More knocking. Go, be not too lost sickly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, does best not know myself. Wake Duncan with the knocking, I would thou couldst.
'Tis a knocking indeed. If a man were a porter in Hell's Gate, he should grow old turning the key. Knock, knock, who's there? In the name of Beelzebub? The farmer that hanged himself in expectation of plenty. Come in time. Have napkins enough about you. You'll sweat for it. Knock, knock. In the other devil's name, Faith, an equivocator. Come in, equivocator. Knock, knock. Never quiet. But if the place is too cold for hell, a devil pours no further. I had enough that some of all professions come in. That the primrose way of an everlasting bonfire. Down in the valley so low. Hang your head low, my son, let the wind blow. All the angels in heaven know that I love you. It's so lonely here at the Birmingham jail. Anon, I pray that you remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend? Here you went to bed that you do lie so late?
Face, sir, we're crouching till the second cock. Drinking, sir. Great provoker of three things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Mary, sir. Nose painting and urine.
I believe drink gave thee the light last night.
That it did, sir, but though it took my legs, sometime yet I made a shift cast of them.
Is that master stirring? Our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes.
Good morrow.
Good morning, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stern worthy thine?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I'll make so bold to call, for this is my limited service.
Told the king yesterday.
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. We lay here, our chimneys are blown down, and they say, laminated. I've heard all through the strange sounds of death, and prophesied in the essence of terrible combustion, and confused events. Some say it was a furious and earthly issue.
'Twas a rough night.
My whole remembrance cannot tell. How you gonna go to that?
Oh, horror, 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 sudden the heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion that have made his masterpiece, most sacrilege murder, have broken open the Lord's anointed temple and stolen from the life of the building. Approach the chamber, bid me speak. See and then speak yourself. Awake, awake, ring the alarm bell, murder and treason, gentlemen and bacon. Malcolm, awake, ring the bell. Oh, gentle lady, this is not for you to hear, but I can speak. Oh, Banco, or royal master's murder.
Oh, the last one in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I prithee contradict thyself and say it isn't so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time.
What is the man? Your royal father's murder. Oh, by whom?
Those of his chamber. As the seams had done it, their hands and faces were smeared with blood, so were their daggers, which unwiped, we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life must be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
What for did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, tempered, and furious? loyal and neutral in a moment no man.
Help me, hence help.
Look to the lady. And when we have our daily fealties hid, that suffering exposure let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the undivulged pretense I fight a treacherous malice.
And so do I.
So
Let's briefly put our readiness and meet the hall together.
Well contended.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show sorrow is an office that is easy to the faint of heart. Out to England.
To Ireland, aye, our fortress should keep us both safer where we are. There's daggers and mass miles, the near bloody.
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed? Does it know who did this more than bloody deed? That Macbeth, those that Macbeth has slain.
Alas, I know it was him.
Malcolm and Delaware, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed. Upon Macbeth, he is already named and gone to Scone.
Will to
To be
Scone?
invested.
Will to Scone?
No, cousin, out to fire.
I will either.
Well, may you see things well done. Adieu.
Farewell.
thou hast it now, King, Carter, Blanche, all that the weird spirits promised, and I fear thou played most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine. Why by the verities on thee made good? May they not be my oracles as well? And set me up in hope. But hush, no more.
Here is our chief guest. Tonight, we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with most insoluble tie forever knit.
Ride this afternoon?
As for my lord, as well, up the time, twist this in supper.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hairs with strange inventions. But of that tomorrow, hide a horse? Adieu? Goes friends with you?
Aye, my good lord, our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure foot. Farewell. Say, Sarai, a word with you. Attend those men on pleasure.
They are, my lord, outside the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be, this is nothing but to be safely dust. Our fears and banquets stick deep. There's none but he whose being thou do fear. He chides the spirit. When first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak of him, then prophet-like, they held him father of a line of kings, placed upon my head a fruitless crown, with a barren scepter in my grip. No, no son of mine succeeded. If be, for Banquo's issues have I defiled my mind, for them the gracious Duncan have I murdered. To make them king? Son of Banquo, kings? Who's there? Now go to the door and stay there till we call. Come. Was it yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy, right?
True, my lord.
So is he is mine. And though I could with bare-faced power sweep him from my sight, yet I must not, in respect of a certain friend that are both his and mine. And thence it is that I, to your assistance, do make love, masking the business from the common eye.
We shall, my lord, do as thou command.
I'll call upon you straight. Abide within. It is concluded. Banquo's thy flight. If it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Hey, madame, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madame, I will.
Not had all spent, where desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Things without remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. Better be with the dead. Who we to gain our peace, have sent to peace. Then the torch of the mind to lie in residence as he Duncan is in his grave. After life fitful fever, he sleeps well.
Gentle, my lord. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight. Sleep all your record books.
So say I love, so I pray, be you. Let your eminence apply to Banquo, present him eminence.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions in my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo lives.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed, come seeing night. Scarf up the tender eye of pitful day, and with the bloody and invisible hand, concealed and tear the piece that great bond, which keeps me pale. Light things in the crow, making wings of woody wicked wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents of their prey do rouse. Thy marvel at my words. But hold thee still. Things bad become, make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth!
He needs not our mistrust to deliver our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
Then stand with us.
Hark! I hear horses!
Give us light there, ho!
'Tis he.
A light.
'Tis he.
Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Then let it come down.
Oh, treachery! Treachery! Oh, flee, flee! Thou mayest avenge us!
There's no one down the sun as there!
We've lost the best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and say how much is done.
you of your own degree. Sit down. At first and the last, a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Be large and mirth anon. We'll drink and measure. The table's round. There's blood in thy face.
'Tis Banquo's there.
Tis better be within than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
The art of the best, oh, the cutthroats.
Most royal sir, Fleance escaped.
Then come my fit again. I had else been perfect, but now I am cabin, crib confined, bound in assaulted doubts and fears. But Banquo safe?
Aye, my good lord, safe in a ditch he paid, with 20 trench gashes on his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that.
My royal lord, you did not give the cheer.
Oh, sweet remembrance, sir. Now good digestion, waiting appetite, and help on both.
They please your highness said.
Have we had now a country's honored roof, but with the grace presence of Banquo present?
His absence, sir, lay blame to his promises. Please that your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Gentlemen, the king is not well.
Sit, worthy friends.
Which of you have done this?
What, my lord?
Thou constantly cannot say I did, never state. The gory lock said to me. Gentlemen.
Gentlemen, the king is not well. We should leave.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus affected upon a moment, upon a thought. He'll be well again. Are you a man?
Behold one! The dear look on that. We might have called the devil.
Why do you make such faces when all is done? You look on but a stool.
See there, look, behold, look, see there.
What? Quite unmanned and folly?
The times have been, well, when the brains were out, the man would die and there it end.
Die for shame.
I do not forget, don't muse at me. My worst worthy friends, I have strange infirmities which nothing to those that know me. Come, love and help to all. I drank to the general, the whole table. And to our dear Banquo we miss. When he were here to all to him we thirst, and all to all. Come on, quit my sight, here's her shadow.
You have displaced the mirth and broke the good meaning with most admired disorder.
You make me strange. Where now I think you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks, and mine is blessed with fear.
What sight, my lord?
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse questions only enrage him. At once, good night. Now go at once.
Good night and good health.
A kind good night to all.
Dilly dilly.
I will have blood. They say blood, I will have blood. How sayest thou that Macbeth denies this person at our great fighting?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it, by the way. But what I will send tomorrow, and by times I will to the weird spirits. More shall they speak, for now I am bent to know. By the worst means, the worst. Come, we shall sleep, we're not young anymore.
things have been strangely done. The right valiant banquer walked too late, whom you may say, if it pleases you, Flance killed. For Flance fled, men must not walk late, nor cause he fled. His presence at the tyrant's feast, I hear Macbeth lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself?
The son of Duncan lives in England court. Neither Macbeth is gone to pray the English king, will with his aid now wake Northumberland and warlike Cyrus. That by the help of these, with him above to ratify the work, we may again give to our tables meat and sleep to our nights.
Sent the king to Macbeth.
He did. With an absolute certainty, the haughty message returned back.
Some holy angel fly to the court of England, that a swift blessing may soon be turned towards our suffering country, under the hand of curse.
I send my prayers with him.
Thrice the grinded cat has thrice it wants the hedge pig whine.
Hark me your cry. 'Tis his time! 'Tis his time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw. Simmered venom, sleeping not, boil thou first in the charmed pat. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning cauldron boil. Then it a finished snake, in the cauldron boiling bake. I have new tongue of dog, wood bad and tongue of frog. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning cauldron.
Scales a dragon, tooth a wolf, Bridges mummy, maw and gall, of the raven sea shark, root of the hemlock, digged out at dark. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning cauldron.
Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumb, something knocking this way come. Open the hearts, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black midnight hags, what it is you do?
Demon out a name.
I conjured you. However you come to know it, answer me.
Speak, demand.
Will answer.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy God. Hear his speech, but say thou not.
Macbeth, Macbeth, beware, my dove, beware. The thing of fire, dismiss me enough.
For that good caution, thanks. But one word more.
He will not be commanded. And here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth! Macbeth! Be bloody and bold and resolute, laugh to scorn the power of man. None of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? What it is that rises like the issue of a king?
Listen, but speak not to it.
Be lion melted, proud, and take no cares. Who chafes, who frets, or where conspirators are, Macbeth shall never vanquished be, until great Burnham Wood, too high Dunsinane Hill, shall come against him.
That would never be. My heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue reign in this kingdom?
No more.
I will be satisfied. Let me know.
Show!
Show! Show! That
Show thy eyes, feed thy heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Damn! Thy crown does not mind eyeballs. Thy other are like the first. The third is like the former. You filthy hags. What do you show me this? What? With this line stretched out of the crack of doom? Horrible sight. Now I see 'tis true. For the blood-boiled Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for his. Where are they? God?
What is your grace?
Saw you the weird spirits?
No, my lord.
Who was it came by?
'Tis 2, 3. My lord, that bring you word that thus is plenty.
Fled to England?
Ah, my good lord.
From this moment, the firstling of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. The castle of Macbeth I shall surprise. Seize upon fight. Give the edge of the old sword to his wife, his babies, and unfortunate souls. Trace the line of him, no boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before this purpose cool. Be no more silent. Come.
Let us seek some desolate shade, and there weep our bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword. Each new morn, each swindle's howl. New orphans cry, new sorrow strikes heaven on your face.
What I believe I will, what no believe, and what I can redress, as thou shalt find the time to, my friend, I will. This tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongues was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He has not touched you yet.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is.
I have lost all hope.
Perchance even there where I did find my doubts. Why in that rawness left you wife and child?
Leave, poor country. Fare thee well, Lord. I will not be the villain that thou thinkest, for the whole space in thy tyrant's grasp. The rich east to boot.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconcile my thoughts to thy good truth and honor.
See who come here. My ever gentle cousin.
Oh, I know him now. Good God, the times remove the means that makes us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stand in Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother but our grave.
How does my wife?
Why, well,
And all my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered at their peace,
No, they were at peace when we did leave them.
but not a whole of your speech. How goes?
Your castle was surprised. Your wife, your babes, savages slaughtered.
Merciful heaven!
My children too?
Wife, children, servants, all that can be found.
And I must be from that. My wife killed too.
I have said,
Be comforted. Let us make medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so. But I must also feel it as a man. Not for their own demerits, but for mine. Farewell, slaughter their souls. But gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front, bring thou Finn of Scotland and myself. Within my sword's length, set him. If he escapes, heaven forgive him too.
I have for 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Lo, you, here she comes. This is her very guest, and if my life fast asleep, observe her, stand close.
Yet here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks.
Out, damn spot, out, I say. Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? Will these hands never be clean?
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not. I am sure of that.
Yet here is the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia cannot sweeten this little hand. Oh.
This disease is beyond my practice.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you again, Banquo was buried. He cannot come out of the grave.
Even so?
To bed. To bed. To bed. I hear her knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand. I tell you, what's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
Malcolm and the good Macbeth near Burnhamwood. Shall we meet them? That way they are coming. Charge! Charge! Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly on. Till Burnham Wood removed to Destinane, I cannot taint with fear. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she's troubled with thick-coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure of that. Canst thou minister to a mind disease?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw psychics to the dogs, I'll have none of it. the things fly from me. What rhubarb, senna, and what purgatory drugs would scour these English hints. Hearest thou of them?
Aye, my good lord, your royal preparations makes us hear something.
I will not be afraid of death in vain. To burning forest come to Decenane.
Were I from Decenane away and clear, prophet again shall hardly draw me here.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Vacaville.
Let every soldier hew him down a ball and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our hosts and make their discovery err in report of us.
Shall be done.
Shall be done.
Shall be done.
The time approaches that will, with due decision, make us known. What we shall say, we have not what we owe. Thoughts speculative their unsure hopes relate, but certain issue strokes must arbitrate, towards which advance war.
Let's go. Live, live, live.
The cry is still, they come, our counsel's strength. We laugh at his siege to scorn. What is that noise?
It is the cry of a woman, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. A time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord. The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died thereafter. That would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. Creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all of our yesterdays have lighted fools. The way of dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to see thy tongue, thy story quick.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon, thought the wood began to move.
Liar! Slave!
Within this 3 mile, may you see it coming, I see, a moving grove.
Thou speak false, for the next tree thou shalt hang alive. If that speech be soothed, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend. The lies like truth, fear not, till Vacaville Wood does come to Decenane. And now Vacaville Wood comes towards Decenane? Arm and out? Is this which we about to does appear? There is no flying hence, no tearing here. I gin to be aware of the sun, and which the state, oh, the world, were now undone. Ring your alarm bells, blow, wind, come, crack. At least we'll die with a harness on our back.
Now, dear enough. Your leafy screens throw down and show like the cowards you are.
Do we but fight the tyrant's power tonight?
Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all trumpets speak, give them all breath, the clamorous hungers of blood and death.
George!
Live, 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 right, live, 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 right, live.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight the course. What seed that was not born of woman? Such a one. Am I to fear? None.
What's your name?
Thou be afraid to hear it.
Don't know any other name without speaking. Isn't him.
My name's Macbeth.
Sword with a sword.
Thou was born of woman, but swords I smile and weapons laugh to scorn. Brandished by a man that's a woman born. Oh. Brandished by a man that's a woman born.
That's what the noise is.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Tyrant, show thy face. If thou be slain, and with no stroke of mine, my children and wife, ghosts will hunt and sleep.
Of all else I have avoided thee, but give thee back. My soul is too much joy. Love dying already.
I have no words. My voice is my sword. No bloody ability. Them turn can give me out.
A very charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despite thy charm, and let the angels whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macbeth was from his mother womb, untimely ripped.
Accused be the tongue that tells me so. I'll not fight thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and leave it to the show it gave at the time. We'll have three, or rare as monsters are, poured through the land and under it. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield. To kiss the ground before your mouth can speak through the burning wood of the destined name, and thou opposed bring me no woman born, yet I will not last. Lay out, Macduff, and damn him be the first that cries, hold enough.
Hail, King, for though there are, behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of
Hail,
Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland.
What's more to do, by the grace of grace, we will perform and measure time and place. So thanks to all at once and to each one who we invite to see us crowned at Scone.